Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityoho Mukshiya Ma Amritat. Free me, Mrityoho Mukshiya. Mukshiya, free me from Mrityu, from this bondage. Ma Amritat, and do not lead me away from immortality. Once there was this king, and this king had 4 wives, and he was very sick, and so he was on his deathbed, and he wanted to know which of his wives would come with him. The first wife he called was his 4th wife, whom he really loved. He really loved her, and he showered her with lots of clothes, lots of jewelry, lots of perfume. He gave her all these material things and really pampered her. And so he asked her, now that I'm going, will you accompany me to the afterlife? Will you come with me to the afterlife? She said, no, I can't come. You've given me so many wonderful things that I need to just be with them right now. So he said, he was very sad because he loved her the most and she didn't want to come with him. So he goes to his 3rd wife and he says, will you come with me to my afterlife? And she looks at him and she says, no, I won't come to your afterlife. In fact, probably after you go, I'll remarry. And she says it straight to him, I'll probably remarry. Now you're so old and, I'm still young. I still have a lot of things going on. I'll probably remarry. I'm not coming with you. And then the 2nd wife he goes to and he says, will you come with me to my afterlife? And she said, no, I won't be able to come, but I'll come with you till cremation. In your cremation and everything, I'll be there throughout the whole thing, but I'm not coming with you to your afterlife. He was so sad because the 4th wife he loved most. He gave her everything. He pampered her. The 3rd wife also, he gave attention to her. The 2nd wife also, he gave attention to her, but none of them wanted to come with him. So the 1st wife very silently said, don't worry, I will come with you. And he looked at her and he said, I haven't paid much attention to you. I haven't really talked to you so much. I haven't spent time with you so much. But yet you're coming with me. And she said, yeah, I'll come with you. And so the king passed on, and the 1st wife went with him to his afterlife. Now, who are these 4 wives? The 4th wife that the king gave most attention to was the body. He kept pampering the body, giving it lots of jewelry, clothes, perfume, and spent so much of his life pampering the body, putting over attention to it, really trying to make it beautiful, make it wonderful. He spent so much of his life just with the attention on this body. And this body doesn't come to the afterlife. Who's the 2nd wife? The 2nd wife is all of his possessions. He spent so much of his life acquiring possessions, acquiring things, hoarding it, bringing to his house, making everything look wonderful, or the architecture, everything. He spent so much of his time with these possessions. But when he dies, all these possessions will go to somebody else. And those people won't even have value for the possessions. They won't even know what worth it is. Something that you may have in your own house that's worth $1 million, somebody might even take for $2,000, $3,000. They won't even know what you have. Those paintings that, when people die, their paintings get sold. How much undervalued they are because nobody knows the value of it. Who is the third wife? The third wife is all of his relatives and friends. He spent time hanging out with his friends, being with his friends, laughing and joking. But the friends and family, no matter how close our family is, they can only come until the cremation ground. They cannot come with us after life. Who is this fourth wife who came with him to the afterlife that he ignored? That fourth wife is our own self. Our own self is that which comes with us wherever we go. That own self will be with us in all periods of time, in all places, in all spaces. That true self will always be there. But the sad part is, the one that's always there, the one that will never fail us, the one that is the most secure, that's the one we ignore most. That's the one we turn our back on to most. So what is bondage? Bondage means bandha, mrityu. It means paying more attention to my body, paying more attention to my things, paying more attention to the people around me, rather than paying attention to the self. That is called bondage. And it's not that when I pay attention to the self, I neglect everything around me. It's not that. Because when I pay attention to the self, I see the self in everything around me, and it makes every single relationship even more meaningful. But that is what bondage is. We don't realize it. But what we pay attention to won't actually come with us. It won't actually be there all the time. But what we have ignored is always there. So if we want moksha, if we want to be free from mrityu, then pay attention to the self. Pay attention to who we are. Because that is what will always be there. And that is what will never fail us, no matter what. And realizing that is called moksha. So today when we say the Maha Mrtyunjaya Mantra, think about the self. The one who's most silent, but the one we ignore. We'll sit quietly. Start with 3 ohms. Slowly relax your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your legs. Relax your knees. Relax your thigh. Hips. Relax your stomach. Chest. everything go. Relax your lower back, upper back. Relax your shoulders, arms, hands, your fingers. Relax your neck, face, forehead, and the tip of your head. Just relax. Relax from the tip of your head all the way to your feet. Just relax. 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 Inhale attention, taking care. And exhale negligence, forgetfulness. Inhale attention, focus. Exhale forgetfulness and negligence. Inhale attention and focus. And exhale forgetfulness, negligence, inadvertence.